Hey guys, how's it going? It is going to be a good day today. Look at this. Blue skies here, so that's how we know it's going to be a good day. Also, we know it's a good day because I've got some planting to do today and I'm very excited about it. So, if you saw my video last week, we went plant shopping. Jalen came over. She kind of surprised me at the Lowe's and she walked around, she held the camera, and I showed you guys things at the garden center. And I said, come back to see what I actually ended up buying. This is that video. And surprise, surprise, I didn't buy a single thing at Lowe's. I know, shocking. I actually usually prefer Lowe's to like Home Depot or anything like that. And I just wasn't feeling any of those plants for the project that I need. And so we ended up going to, I ended up going by myself. Jalen left after the Lowe's trip. I ended up going to Home Depot and I bought a couple little things. And then I went to another place that I really enjoy going. I've taken you guys there before. It is the Rock Garden. It's in Proberta or near Gerber, California, which is like 15 minutes up the road from me. So it's very close. And it's a really good size nursery. They have a lot of bare root trees in right now, which is how I do my espalier. You can also get them at the plant barn too. But they have a really wide selection of like trees and things like that. And then they have other plants also, which is what I ended up getting. But they also have really, really good prices. You're not paying because it's like some like stunning nursery, which like sometimes when you go to the really stunning nurseries that have like crazy water features or anything like that, you're paying because you're also getting the experience. At the Rock Garden, they keep it simple. They reuse black pots. They grow a lot of things on themselves, and so you get a killer price on it. So I love to go there because you save a few bucks, and so I grabbed a couple plants there. I have a planter that I want to get planted today. Let me show you guys the planter and then I'll show you guys the plants. So we're in my driveway right now, which is where I have this espalier. And this is I think it's Arabian Nights. No, it's Soul. Summer Soul. Oh my gosh, why did I think I just showed you guys this plant at Lowe's too. Summer Soul Arabian Jasmine. There it is. That's the name of it. So each one of these has one plant at the base, and this is a higher zone only, but I mean, it's coming along beautifully. Look at this one. It's already reached the top. This is one that grows shrub form. We're growing it espalier form. This is what I want to tackle today. So I have this planter. It's from Edgeright, and it's a really cool planter. It's a Cor-ten steel planter, and it's kind of a low planter, but it's really pretty. It's just a nice Cor-ten steel planter, meaning it's never gonna rust. They do powder coat it, so or if it was just plain Cor-ten steel, it would rust. But the rust creates a like protective coating, which is what my metal edging is. That's in the side yard there. So Cor-ten steel lasts absolutely forever. Then they powder coated it, so I've got this like black color. But I want to pull these grasses out of here. These grasses really were just kind of a holding space in this planter. I just kind of needed something, I don't know, that was like interesting in this planter. I really kind of thought that they would like get tall. They didn't. There was definitely not enough room in there. So I'm pretty sure that those are going to be fully rooted in. So we're going to come in, pull those out, transplant them into the landscape today, and then replant. And let me show you what I bought. Look at what I got. Isn't this so cool? So not all of this is going in there. Most of it is going in there. So I went to Home Depot, picked up this. This is a sedum. Paid $11 for these. So pretty, so vibrant. And then I picked up candy tuft because they were $6 a piece at Home Depot, and they were like 10% off. So I'm really excited to get these candy tufts, especially at, I don't know, a way better price. And then I picked up a creeping fig. I've talked about creeping fig multiple times. I love creeping fig. I think it is such a pretty plant. They take a minute to attach, but look at when they grow up on a wall. So beautiful. It says 10 to 15 feet tall and wide, but they definitely get bigger than that. And I have had a few people say, don't plant these on your house and don't plant them like in the landscape near your house, because I guess the trunks of them can get really large and can disrupt the foundation of your house. So that's fine because I'm going to grow it in a container and I'm going to grow it along a fence. So I'm not worried about that. Also, if you grow it on a house, it's kind of a highway for rats, which I'm currently dealing with. So just a heads up about that. And then I did pick up this dahlia. I wasn't really planning on doing any dahlias this year. This isn't going to go in that container, but I thought it was pretty. So now I think I need to find more dahlias. Have you guys seen the price of dahlias online? It's insane. I have nothing good to say about it. The other thing, or the last thing that's going to go in the container, are these dogwoods. So I've got 2 of them. These are the Bailey Red Twig Dogwood. And these are just going to go in this container for about a year. But I just thought they were so pretty. Red Twig Dogwoods, they need to be in the shade in my growing zone in the afternoon. So midday, totally fine. Morning, totally fine. Afternoon, 100% they need to be in like a shaded area. So isn't that so gorgeous? And my thought was these will be so pretty to grow the first like couple years and be able to like have them be like cut on. I just think they'd be so pretty. And then they can get popped in the landscape, which they get quite large. So, I mean, as you guys know, I don't want to be here forever. So this is kind of a plant that I can grow. And then when we get to another place, I will be able to pop them in the landscape because these do get quite large. And the last thing that I bought, look at this. So the girls at the plant barn, no, the girls at the rock garden told me about this. I kind of saw it and I had brought it up and I wasn't like 100% certain on it. And then she's like, this thing blooms year round. So this is a grevillea and I'm so excited about it. This is a woolly grevillea. It gets 2 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and it does prefer full sun. And I guess that the foliar growth on it, so all of this that's green will turn more of a gray color in the summertime. But supposedly it blooms almost year round, and the blooms on it are so interesting. And when I was there, I saw 3 hummingbirds going after this plant. So anything I can do to make hummingbirds happy, I'm all for. So this isn't going to go in that container, but it will go in the landscape at some point. Not today, but I just had to show it to you guys. So let's clear out the grass so I can get all of this in there. I want it to alternate between the candy tuft and this. It's not going to be so pretty with the red twig dogwoods behind it. And then this on one side growing up against the wall. It's going to be so good. So let's get those grasses cut back. So the grasses weren't that hard to get out. I mean, they were kind of hard to get out, but they weren't that hard to get out. So I cut back the tops and then I've cut off a good chunk of the roots, and then I will go replant those later on today after we get this thing all filled up. It's gonna look so pretty with the dogwoods here. Okay, that fell over. Look at that. The red with the like white wall, it's gonna look so gorgeous right there, especially once that fills out with like foliar growth. And then I'm gonna have like 2 shrubs right there with all of this beautiful ground cover. And I also decided, I went to the back and I decided that I'm going to plant up some spring interest also. So I have these tulips. These are Alba something. These are botanical tulips, so they're very, very tiny tulips. And then I also decided, why not just throw a couple alliums in here? So I have these ones. So I picked these up from Color Blends and I forgot to get them planted. They bloom really late in the season. So, I mean, as most alliums do, but they get about 2 feet tall and they're supposed to be a really gorgeous one. I saw these for the first time at the coast and I ordered a abundance of them. So I thought, why not just tuck them in and have them come up through the candy tuft, through the stone crop. I think it'll be really pretty. So I'm just gonna go through now and refresh the soil. I have a bag here and I think I'm probably gonna need one more bag. So let's just refresh that and then we'll get to planting. Came back here to get more soil. Look who was trying to hop over the fence. That is not my rooster. thinking. So I have the creeping fig here, and the plan is to get it to grow here and up against the fence here and kind of like around the corner. So it'll kind of like make this a green wall. And then I have the 2 dogwoods in the very back. Those are already planted. And then I've got this sedum, which will get pushed further back. So there'll be kind of like a little lip in the front or whatever. Candy tuft, candy tuft, candy tuft, sedum, candy tuft, sedum. And then I forgot that I bought this. I bought this a while ago. And so it needs to get planted. This is a carex called Evergold. No, Evercolor. Eversheen. Evercolor, Eversheen, carex. Jeez Louise. And I thought this would be perfect. Just kind of right at the edge, just kind of spill over. And it needs shade. And this corner right here gets kind of a bit of shade. So I thought this would be kind of a little perfect spot. Just kind of tuck this in and have it kind of trail over with some like pretty green. Ties back into the sedum, but gives a little bit of a different texture, I think. I might still play with this. I'm going to live with this for about 15 minutes and just kind of move things around as I'm figuring it out 100%. But this is kind of the general gist, and I'm not too mad at that. Okay, next step is to get those grasses planted, and we're gonna plant all 3 of them right here. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I want them tight and I want them very close together. I want it to be one giant clump. They're not a very large grass. I'm gonna pop the name up on the screen because I don't remember what it is when I planted it, but I do know that they only get like 2 feet wide or something like that. So there's 2 feet, there's 2 feet, and then another one there. So I just kind of thought it would be kind of a nice, like, big chunk of a big chunk of grass right there. And to have 3 of them, you know, maybe if I was smart, I would do like 1, 2, and then the 3rd one there. But then it looks like, I don't know. We're doing that. That's way smarter, Robbie. Come on, use your brain. 1, 2, 3. I want this to be kind of thick And then I guess this will just be kind of a nice little interest. And I've got a Rose of Sharon there, and then I've got a Laura Pedlum there. So let's go ahead and get these guys in the ground. Can you guys imagine next spring, this spring, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting we're in the 2025 year. We're in the next gardening year. Can you guys imagine this spring? I'm gonna come in with some type of super tunia. Realistically, it's probably gonna be bubblegum because she's a tried and true. I've got bubblegum in the planter there that's wintered over, and lining this with bubblegum. Chef's kiss. It's gonna be so gorgeous. So the grasses, those should take off no problem once they break dormancy. And then bubblegums, the metal edging, the fence, the lawn bulb, all of that, the lavender, it's just gonna be so gorgeous here. So let me show you guys the planter, how that all turned out, because I don't remember if I showed you or not. So coming down this way, we have the driveway of espalier and the planter, you guys. It looks so good. The red pops on the white fence, and the green and the sedums are gonna spill down over, and the white of the candy tuft is gonna spill over. And look at the green on this. Can you imagine if I can get this whole wall to just be green and like just beautiful? Very, very pleased with it. Very happy with today's projects. So I think that that is going to be it for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. We got one area, 1.5 tackled today, and I'm very pleased. So anyways, thank you guys for visiting our garden. Thank you for hanging out with me as always, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.